Hello, my name is Abigail Wesley. I'm a theater arts major in the Integrated Arts Program of the year 2020 to 2021. Welcome to my showcase. This is the theater half of my showcase. If you want to see my poetry, there is a link in the description that'll take you to the website that has everything on that. So, obviously, this is not how I envisioned my showcase to be. It is supposed to be on a stage, but due to circumstances, I did have to film it separately at 2 different locations and then edit it together. So do mind the mess of the editing, but it's still really good in my opinion, and I really hope you enjoy it. The show is called Waited Forever, and it is written by me, and it's about how conversation is everything. So if you want to hear more about that, again, link in my description. It talks everything about what the play is about, and yeah, please enjoy. Thank you.
Oh. Hey.
Hey.
I didn't know you were gonna be here. Thought you're still in school.
Yeah,
Yeah, I decided to drive down when I got the call. How is he? She's sending her love from London. I think she'll drive down the next few days though. So how's school? Doing well? I didn't even know he was coming. He doesn't tell me anything anymore.
if it makes you feel any better, I think it was kind of a last minute decision. He's been acting different lately. I think he's in the middle of like a midlife crisis where he regrets every decision he's ever made, especially the ones involving us.
Oh. I just wish I knew.
Well, it's hard to stay in the loop when you're never around. A relationship is built off of love and trust. Any sort of relationship, a parent, a spouse, a sibling, a healthy one at least. These are the things that stop us from going crazy. In my case, I have gone right around the bend. A phrase which here means the outcome of the lack of trust in a relationship between 2 siblings. Growing up, Maddie was hard to live with. But she was an angel in my life. Maddie was perfect to me. When Maddie turned 6, she started a phase in her life we call the broken glass phase. I'm sure you can figure out what that means. She used to pull my hair and hit me and scratch me with her abnormally long nails. It was hell. A story I distinctly remember was when I was 8 and Maddie was 12. We shared a room together, a bunk bed, me on the top and her on the bottom. When she was aggravated, I needed to make sure that I never moved and I never talked. Nothing was worth setting her off. One night in particular, she was extremely aggravated, so I had to make sure that I didn't move an inch. So I waited till I thought she was asleep. Unfortunately, for me, she wasn't. So she stood up And she looked me in the eyes. And she scratched my face. And her nail got stuck in the top part of my lip and broke off. When I was 12 years old, I gave up on Maddie. It wasn't until I was 15 when we actually started getting along. Because she started on her medication. But for some reason, when I went off to university, we just stopped talking. It was like there was nothing left holding our connection together. We sort of moved on, but not actually. We still have major underlying trauma that still needs to be dealt with. We just lost each other.
One can define isolation in many different ways. For some, isolation is sitting alone in a cafeteria at lunch when everyone you know sits elsewhere. But for me, isolation was feeling trapped inside my thoughts and emotions with no one able to help me. When I was younger, people always told me things about myself that I didn't understand. When I was 10, I was diagnosed with ADHD and Asperger's. I didn't even understand what that meant. I wasn't angry, I just felt alone. I didn't understand when people always told me that I didn't have any empathy because I cared about everything. It's just hard to live when you don't know how your own brain works. I was defensive in high school. I had problems with self-image and relationships, and I couldn't even tell you why. And the thing is, no one believed me when I said I genuinely could not control myself. When I was 19, I was re-diagnosed with bipolar disorder and borderline personality disorder, meaning I was wrongly diagnosed as a child. It was terrifying because I had to relearn everything I knew about myself entirely. I'm still learning new things about myself. And with that, I'm learning all the mistakes that I made as a kid. I couldn't control myself as a kid, and I didn't mean to. I did the best I could. I just hope Abby can understand. Have you heard from a nurse recently? Or should I?
He's not even awake. It's not worth it. The nurse told me to try to get some sleep, so I'm guessing that means it'll be a while. If you don't want to wait, you can leave.
I'm fine here. So how's school? Are you enjoying writing?
Sorry. I didn't realize you knew what I was in school for. I'm actually quite amazed. I enjoy it, actually. It's a great way to release stress. Creative writing, you should try it, actually. It could help with your anxiety.
Okay. Thanks. I'm glad you like school, though.
Yeah, it's great.
I remember when I was in high school, when I was your age, I had no idea what I was going to do with my life.
Yeah, that must have been difficult.
You have no idea.
Okay. How has therapy been?
It's helpful to learn things about myself, but it's difficult at the same time. I guess I never knew why I did things as a kid. It's better now that I do.
Well, I was around during our childhood when you didn't know. Yeah, we had a lot of fights about that.
I understand you were just a kid. You can get it. So school.
Are we gonna continue having the same conversation over and over again? I don't want to talk about school. And I definitely don't want to hear about how your life is going swimmingly without me. I don't care anymore. And neither do you. So can we please stop imagining that we do and just stop, okay? Just stop. Just stop. I am so done. I understand that you are just learning and trying to live your life as a better person. I get it. I seriously do. But I need something from her in return. An apology or even an acknowledgement for what she did to me. I wish she knew. I just want her to know what I have to deal with every day. A minute doesn't go by where I do not worry for her, but also despise her at the same time. It is hard to hate someone you love so dearly. I need to move on. I need closure. I need her to at least try and see where I am coming from. She just needs to put herself in my shoes.
She just needs to put herself in my shoes. I was lost my entire life, and now that I'm finally starting to find myself, she freaks. I get that I hurt her, but doesn't she understand that I was hurting that entire time? I'm still learning new things about myself and my disorders. How am I supposed to make her happy too? I don't know what provoked me as a kid to do the things I did. I may never know. She needs to move on. We all have to. Are you kidding me right now? You have no idea what you're talking about. Of course, I want to talk to you. My little sister.
I hate it when you do that. You know, just because I'm younger than you doesn't mean I don't know anything. I'm smart, Maddie.
I never said you weren't.
Why can't you get that I understand things? Why do you have to hide everything from me? That won't solve anything. I just want to be with you on this.
There are some things that are meant to be worked through alone, and this is one of them. This has nothing to do with you, Abigail. I have to figure this out by myself.
Move on.
You
Really?
need to stop concerning yourself
And
with
how
my
am I supposed
illnesses
to do
and
that
move on already.
when you don't even talk to me, Madison? I get that you need to be alone right now, but we need to talk in order to get through this. Maybe if you could just let me be that person for you. That would solve all of our issues. Just let me in.
It's not that easy. I'm not even comfortable with myself yet. How can I be open with this?
Maddie, don't you understand that you will never be ready? No one could ever be ready for this. We just need to talk, and I will listen. I don't need an apology. I just need a conversation. I just need my sister.
How do you think I could even do that? I don't know what you want from me, Abby. I don't even understand myself or anything I've ever done. Do you want me to lie to you? Do you want me to tell you something about myself that is not true? How am I supposed to talk about something when I don't even know?
And I want you to be able to talk to me like I'm your sister and not just some stranger.
Then just talk to me.
Madison, every time I look at you, I associate you with cruelty. Now, I'm in therapy for it to try to move past this, but I can't. If I can't even see your face to use those tools.
I can't do that for you. I'm just a girl hiding behind so many different people. I don't even know who I
Don't
am.
expect you to, Maddie. I expect you to want me in your life again. And to want to work out this stuff. I expect you to want to build a relationship with me. To love me as much as I love you. For God's sakes, Maddie, I just want my sister back.
Abby, you will never lose me. Ever. I'm always here. And I understand that I've been distant, but I'm just trying to figure myself out. And that's best for me. But I will always want you in my life. No matter what. You're my best friend.